Morgan, that's Paul. They're married. They're Christians. You've probably seen them before because I've covered them from time to time over the years. This video was sent to me. I haven't watched Paul and Morgan stuff in a long time. They're a cringe Christian couple that I feel bad for. But mostly I feel bad for her. We'll see. It'll be evident why I feel bad for her over the course of time. At first, this is going to be like a family vlog type thing, which I'm still not crazy about. Like, they have their kid on here, which I'm not going to show. These two, I mean, they're just kind of weird. They're, you know, they can have whatever life they want. Let me get right out in front of that. If you want to have a trad life, you can do stuff like that. However, what seems to be happening is that the actualities of a trad life have been weighing on Morgan, and Paul here has been pretty oblivious to the plight that it has caused.
Well, our life looks a little bit different as of late. It's taken a little bit of a turn. Glad to have Morgan still with us. Morgan, why don't we just share with the YouTube audience? Good to see you guys, by the way. We're glad to be back. It was kind of like we gotta open up here on YouTube and talk about this. Like, this is...
Yeah.
This is interesting stuff.
Every time I watch one of these videos, she feels increasingly more captive and less involved. Like, I know she's not, but she is by the ideology, you know, right? They're fundies.
I have been waking up at 5:30 in the morning to go to the gym, which I've been loving for the past month. I woke up one Wednesday morning last 2 weeks ago.
5:30 in the morning to go to the gym is like wacky stuff to me. Lots of people like to do that kind of thing, and she has kids, and she, like, there are several vlogs that they put out where she's like kind of doing it on her own. It's pretty obvious.
Did my workout. It was a new workout that I had never done before. Felt great. Went home, lived my life. Later that afternoon, I got the boys up from their naps and we headed down to a park that's close to us. I felt this like pain in the back of my neck. It wasn't even my neck, it was like my skull. And I was like, oh, I guess I have like a little headache. I don't know, it's probably from allergies, whatever. Maybe I'll take a Tylenol later. Carrying Luca, Judah all over the place. We're chasing Luca around the park. We play a little bit of pickleball. Later that evening, Paul and I are supposed to go out and play pickleball. And my neck, it wasn't my neck, I keep saying my neck, but my head, the base of my skull just kept hurting so bad. Like, I couldn't really turn, but it didn't feel like times when I've tweaked my neck down in here. So I was like, this is really weird.
We played a couple games, and Morgan was
played horribly.
She was playing really bad, and we ended up calling it. Really, it was supposed to be a date night.
Yeah.
We transitioned out of pickleball.
I was like in so much pain. I was like, we gotta stop.
So pickleball, by the way, is his thing, and he's like trying to be a professional pickleball player. And so she's waking up at 5:30, going to the gym, mothering all day with, like, I think they have 2 kids now, running around. Maybe it's just 1, but I think it's 2. And then gotta go play pickleball, gotta go do date night. Like, it sounds like she's got a lot going on. I don't know. It seems like just a lot of things to do. It's fine if you want. I mean, an active lifestyle is cool. But there's, like, you know, I'm not surprised that your skull hurts. He does nothing. Is this their job? Does he not? I don't know. What do they do?
So
she sounds exhausted and he sounds more rested.
I played 3 games. I shouldn't have even played all 3 of those games.
So fast forward,
I play a...
I shouldn't have even played those games. He then sighs and says fast forward, which implies to me that he doesn't want to talk about that or something. Like, I don't know. He seemed to, like, keep her moving along there. I don't know.
Pickleball tournament on that Saturday, I felt great. I didn't feel any pain, no headache of any kind. I win gold in that tournament. It's
incredible.
My second gold, baby.
It's incredible.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, that's going to be your last.
Stop.
For a long, long time.
Don't say that, babe.
No. But for a while. Keep going.
So it sounds like she likes it too, at least. Like, she seems to like pickleball, so that's good.
That tournament.
Kicks butt.
I didn't like that.
I have adrenaline just racing through me. I get home and my dad was building a swing set for Luca and Judah. So sweet. And he has to leave. He wasn't able to finish it. So I go out there and I finish it. I build a swing set.
What are you doing?
And so, anywho, wake up Sunday morning and I feel that headache, achy pain back there again. It wasn't like so horrible yet.
Real quick, I'm sorry. Apologize. I was mowing while you were building the swing set, right?
Yes, babe.
For the hay.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude, the way she slapped his arm.
For the haters. For the haters. I was mowing.
Yeah, I was mowing. Okay, man. Was he, though? Do you think he really was?
Pretty sure, right? Right? Wasn't I?
I think you went and played pickleball.
Surely not.
Yeah. You were like, I'll mow another night.
That was when I went out and, yeah.
Brother. Oh, yeah. So you did all of this shit, 5:30 in the morning, all the way to the night, making the swing set for the kids. I was mowing, by the way. Oh, no, you weren't. You were playing pickleball with your friends. And he went to play pickleball. Like, he wasn't already doing it. Sounds like he was there. She's doing all this stuff. And he's like, okay, I'm leaving. A lot of pickleball. You know what's interesting? I know couples like this. I don't talk to him as much anymore. A lot of horse girl energy.
I went and, yeah, because I got a text from some of the old friends.
Yeah.
That's what happened, yeah. So I didn't mow.
Well, no, and he just left me.
The way she says it, dude.
Yeah.
That's what happened, yeah. So I didn't mow.
Well, no, and he just left me.
Oh my god. All right, look, I don't know how long this is gonna last. When she wakes up, she's gonna fucking wake up like she just got fucking jolted out of the Matrix. She's gonna be like, whoa, wait a second. I can make a choice. I feel bad for her. Dude, she's fucking laughing through it. Ugh.
But it's fine. I love putting things together. It does not bother me at all. But it was a ginormous swing set. I moved the entire swing set by myself.
Which I would not have advised. I wish
It's
you had
pretty
not.
light.
Okay,
It's
well.
like a toddler version of a swing set. So anywho.
I would not have advised that.
I'm glad that we can laugh.
I gave him full permission to go, and I truly meant it. I was like, I'm gonna have a nice, peaceful night out here building this swing set, sipping on my sparkling water.
I blessed her. I think you could say, by allowing her to have that night to herself.
I don't like the way he says that. Ugh. I don't like their relationship. I'll say it. Reverse Love Island. Reverse Love Island. Divorce continent.
So continue.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah,
You were feeling
continue.
good.
Continue,
So
Morgan.
woke up Sunday morning,
So she
had a
was
headache.
supposed to play in mixed doubles of the
Sunday.
same tournament and kick butt again.
Yeah.
But
But we were gonna go to late church service around 11:15, and around 10:45, I was sitting here on the couch with Luca. Judah was taking a nap, and I was like, something's not right. Like, this is not a normal pain. It's not a neck pain. I don't know what this is, but it's just like shooting up into my face. My vision was like blacking out, like black spots. And so Paul
Do they believe in intelligent design, by the way?
came out of the bathroom or something, and I said, I need to go lay down. So we did not go to church. I like passed out for like 2 hours, woke up. And
not literally passed out.
I don't know. I like fell asleep for like 2 hours.
That shit sounds kind of scary. Like you were losing your vision. That's happened to me before with like optic migraine type things. So that's like kind of a thing.
I woke up and was like, I'm not okay. Like, I have a horrific migraine. I don't know what's going on. This pain down here, like, I couldn't even, like, touch around this area, or else it would just, like, shoot. So we had actually our neighbor, who's a physical therapist, come over, and he kind of, like, examined me. And he was like, I'm assuming that from the workout that you did on Wednesday, because that's when you started feeling the pain, that's when it really like started happening, that the workout kind of made this pain happen. You probably just pulled some muscles up here. He's like, there's a lot of muscles that could, like, when they're inflamed, they hit nerves. And he was like, that's the most common thing to happen here. But he basically afterwards was like, but if like tomorrow you start experiencing other symptoms like throwing up or, you know, vision blur, your face goes numb, you don't know where you are or whatever, like, go to the ER right away.
Okay.
So the next day I wake up and I'm like, okay, I think I feel okay. And then 10 minutes later it was like, no, you don't. It was horrible. I start vomiting.
That's the stuff he's saying.
It's terrible. I was so nauseous all day Sunday. I didn't eat, like, at all on Sunday. And then Monday, didn't eat at all. And
So that's 3 days.
late afternoon, I'm, like, laying on the floor after vomiting, and I just start, like, hysterically crying. Like, it's so weird how I remember this, but, like, I didn't know where I was.
What?
Like, I couldn't wrap my mind around the idea that I was in my bathroom. It was so weird. So I start crying. Paul had just been in the bathroom checking on me, asking me if I need anything. I said no. And like 10 seconds later, I'm like crying hysterically.
This sounds pretty bad. Yeah, it could have been a stroke or something. Yeah, this should have been definitely going to get medical care prior to this, I think.
And he comes in and, do you want to share?
Oh, yeah. I mean, ultimately, it was just like, she was.
Dude, you just thought I was in pain.
It was hard to know because, yeah, like, and she had talked about having a migraine. I was like making some calls of like, you know, what are symptoms of a bad migraine? If she tweaked her neck, now she's got a migraine. But she was saying like, yeah, where am I? I'm crying. And so it just got to the point, took her to the ER.
Yeah, so went to the ER a little bit later. Not like immediately, but probably like an hour later.
An hour?
Because he kind of asked me, he was like, do you want to go to the hospital? I'm like, I don't like hospitals. So I was kind of like, no.
It's hard, and I mean, you guys let us know like where you're at with it. It's hard to know when something has like moved into we need to go to the ER or when it's just like.
It was probably like, well, you were laid up for 3 days. Pretty extreme. It's a long time to be fucked up by a neck tweak. Worth a shot to look at. But I understand, especially in America, apprehension of to go to the to the fucking healthcare store and spend premium money on that kind of shit. But I think when she's like, where the fuck am I? You couldn't keep me from taking you to the fucking hospital. You kidding me? If Sarah was freaking out and like didn't know where she was in our own home that she's in every day, yo, I'd be freaking out. I'd be driving down there right away.
This is a really terrible migraine.
Yeah, and you're just going to have to stick it out because...
3 days is a long time, though. We'd at least have gone to a clinic. Holy shit.
Unfortunately happens.
My mom...
Paul can't decide anything without
You're
her.
right. I'm not a doctor, but I also watch doctors' YouTube channels.
Yeah. Should definitely be checked out if you don't... Yeah, if it's a new pain you're not used to. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so that's what happened. So Monday, so an hour later, my mom arrived. She knew that I was in a lot of pain. She came over and she was like, all right, like, it's...
I wonder if this is like has to do with the Christian impetus to not like trust science people. I'm going to ask my brother, who's just a guy. Like, I understand reaching out to the physical therapist friend. Like, I'd call Dr. Randy if we had a major concern. I mean, not in an emergency situation probably, but might be the only time I see a twinkle in his eye when he doesn't have to live under the system and he can help someone for free.
It's time to go to the hospital. So we went, my mom took me. Paul stayed back with the boys. We get there and it's like a 3+ hour long wait and I'm in so much pain. I'm like
3+ hour long wait in this capitalist system where it's just so good? That's crazy. We still have congestion even though not everybody has access to healthcare? I wonder if it's just not wise to make it a profit-seeking venture, and instead we should just subsidize it so it's more efficient and less cumbersome. Nah, that's woke.
in the bathroom on my knees at the ER, like trying to throw up again, and I don't have anything in me to throw up, and I was just like, I can't sit here like this for 3 hours. And my mom knew that, so she went and got the car after about an hour or so of waiting. Maybe we waited less, I don't know. We come home and my mom ordered like a mobile IV nurse to come and...
An mobile IV nurse? So they're not worried about the cash even. Doesn't sound like. Mobile IV nurse? What the fuck? Some rich people shit. Yeah, so they're not worried about the bill. They should have been there fucking immediately. What are you doing?
She gave me fluids and she gave me some like anti-inflammation that was supposed to help with headaches. And I just passed out. I went to sleep. Like, it was like 6 or 7 o'clock, and I just, like, was out for the rest of the night.
Again, not actually passed out.
Yeah, asleep.
I think so, because this is medical of nature, we should probably make sure we're specific.
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't like his tone. When he says we should make sure we're specific, he means you, right? I don't like the tone. The vibes I get off this guy are not good. Constantly policing her. Yeah. Like, there's one thing to, like, add to the story and be like, oh, well, I mean, you didn't pass out. You fell asleep. Passed out sounds like, you know, lost consciousness or something. I don't know. There's, like, a way. Like, but the way, that I don't know, he like, coaches her is weird. Like, the words he chooses to use are, like, coaching. We should be more specific.
And this happened, like, every morning. I would wake up and feel, like, kind of okay. And then immediately, like, 10 minutes after waking up, it hit me again. And I just was sitting on the couch, like, just kind of delirious and so much pain. And we were like, all right, let's try the ER again. We go in to triage. And the doctor there...
You mind if I share this part?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
This is, to me, it's just so interesting.
Yeah, can I share your experience going into the hospital?
And fascinating. So we go in, he's sitting down with Morgan, and the doctor's doing different, you know, he's saying, touch here, push on me here. And he ends up saying, all right, based off of...
Why can't she tell this part of the story?
The symptoms you've described.
It sounds like he wants to make sure that it's delivered a certain way.
Your age, your health.
Age, health, activity. Because you worked out and then did pickleball and built the swing set, he said, I'm very confident that you have a bad neck tweak and it's causing these other symptoms. And in my mind, I'm like, that's what I thought too, doctor. She has a bad neck tweak, sunburn, migraine, and here's her symptoms. He was like, what did he say, 99% sure or something like that. I'm 99% sure, bad neck tweak.
It was like he thought. It was just like he thought. I don't know why that had to be your perspective. It was a weird shift.
Is this other thing that it could be that's more significant?
Like, it would be so rare. So I'm not even, like, going to go into that.
He's like, but let's just run some tests to be sure.
Yeah.
And so at that point, I'm like, praise the Lord. That's what we wanted to hear.
Praise
so I
the
head
Lord.
Out because I was in 30-minute parking.
Praise the Lord and his brilliant design of if you tweak a muscle in your neck, it could press on a nerve and incapacitate you for a long time.
So I drive to Timbuktu to the parking garage.
And they get me back for a CT scan.
30-minute parking for a fucking doctor visit? Jesus.
And the, like, doctor comes out and he had, like, looked at my CT scan. And I gotta tell you, he had, like, the saddest puppy dog eyes. He came and, like, sat right beside me on the bed and he was like...
You haven't even told me this because I'm, like, waiting to get the phone call from you because I'm out.
Yeah, could you interrupt more?
Yeah. So he was like, is your partner here with you? Were you here with someone? And I was like, yeah, he's just parking. Like, it's taking him a while to find a spot and whatever. And he's like, okay, yeah, definitely tell him to come back. And he was like, so got your CT results and you have a vertebral artery dissection.
That's not good. For several days?
And I was just like, huh? They had given me some pain meds.
How the fuck is she what? That's interesting. Well, that's interesting. Probably because it's a contained system there, so the blood pressure probably wouldn't be that. Like, I mean, it probably would take a while, right?
He's like, yeah, it's it's very serious. He was like, we're going to have the neurology team and the neurosurgeons come down and talk to you, and we'll kind of like go from there. They'll be the ones to decide your treatment. But, you know, I was like, what does the treatment look like? Like surgery or what? Because I heard like dissected artery. I'm like, am I just like squirting blood everywhere up in my brain right now? Like, what is happening? And he was like, sometimes surgery is required. They go in and put like a stent in, but a lot of times it's treated with medicine. He's like, I am gonna let them talk to
Treated with medicine?
you about that because that's not my specialty. He's like, I just am kind of coming here to let you know, like, this is more serious than a tweaked muscle.
So she calls me,
Yeah.
and I'm out, and she just shares that with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in my mind immediately, I'm like, have the doctor's words, the initial doctor playing in my mind of 99% sure there's this rare thing, but I'm almost positive it's not that.
Yeah.
And then it turns out to be that thing. And it just like hit me upside the head.
Yeah.
Like my wife has, and you told me what it was, you know, and so I'm like,
He can't even...
seeing it.
Chat GPTing it? Oh my fucking god. Oh! Ask Chat GPT if God is real. See what it says. This guy sucks.
Vertebral
Artery dissection.
He's dumb as fuck, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. Sometimes I feel like the world's smartest man. I know that's not true, but like it feels that way sometimes. Like when you just interact with the populace, what's going on out there? Just dead stares. It's crazy. She doesn't strike me as like the brightest person, but she definitely seems smarter.
And it was just one of those moments where just life stands still. You know, in our day-to-day life, we have so many things going on, so many things that we're thinking about, anxieties that we're trying to trust the Lord with.
All right. Anxieties we're trying to trust the Lord with sounds like I have anxieties. I'm not going to address the reasons I have them and just hope they get sorted out. And I just, like, this is what I hate about it, man. This is what I hate about this stuff. It really fucks you up. Like, you don't even realize how much you outsource your own well-being to, like, a concept. So is she okay? Can she pick up her story, brother?
So I get back, come over to Morgan. She's, like, on her bed in the hallway.
Yeah, I was freaking in a hallway bed. I don't know if y'all's ERs have that, but our ER at UK, which is University of Kentucky, no, I was not in the UK, United Kingdom. People were messaging me like, why are you in the UK?
Jeez.
University of Kentucky has these
Americans
hallway beds, which are horrific. No one should ever have to come to the hospital and stay in a hallway bed.
Oh, well, you weren't profitable enough to keep in a bed that wasn't in the hallway. Paul and Morgan, this is the exact system that the Republicans continue to put forth. In fact, it's way more efficient than the Republicans want it to be. They don't want you to be able to go get health care. Like, it's not profitable to keep people alive necessarily.
Anywho, I mean, like, I'm, like, having vision problems and these bright lights shining down me. I watched an old man, like, die. I watched an old lady come in with, like, a gash down her head, blood just going down her face, all up in her hair, on her outfit. It was just awful.
I see. So the horrific stuff was acknowledging that other people had things happening to them as well. Now, it's interesting. Why would God allow all of it? Why is God out here with his omniscience and all of his love and his omnipotence and go, you know what, this cute little Christian couple, I'm going to give her a vertebral arterial dissection, and I'm going to let her watch old people die and people's faces being cut off.
And so then this young doctor, couldn't have been more than 35, comes up, and, you know, it's just this heavy, like, what is our life about to look like?
Yeah.
And she comes up and ultimately says...
She's a neurologist.
since we're giving the details, like we're just, we could just be, we're just going to keep like sharing the story. This is how it all went down, and we're still in the middle of it. Like, I'm grateful that Morgan wants to make this video. We're still in the middle of it. I mean, we'll get to that here in a second, but like, she comes over and says, she was like Indian, and I'm not going to
say that.
Well, sometimes I like to try to do accents. I'm not going to. It's not.
Paul, I'm begging you for just like 2 straight minutes of you not doing whatever this is. Please. 2 minutes of it. Come on, 120 seconds consecutive of not making me groan. That would be all right with me. You can do better, Morgan. Both of you can. You don't even have to get divorced. You could just adopt behaviors that make you smart, and you'd be good to go.
But she said, ultimately, you're not going to want to pick up your kids anymore. And so, of course, my initial reaction, because that's one of the things, is like, she can't be lifting more than 10 pounds for 6 weeks. So I'm like, okay, after 6 weeks, she can get back into, and she just comes up and pretty much point blank says, you're not going to want to lift up your kids anymore.
Or do like heavy weights or any like strenuous workout type stuff. And
so, and my immediate reaction is, okay, like how long before she can pick up her,
like
her baby,
10-month-old baby.
And she goes, and she kind of like reprimanded me and said, that is not a question you should be asking. It could be, because even when this heals, it could re-tear because you've had it once, so you shouldn't even be asking that. It's smartest.
She was like, never.
She was
you
pretty
should
much
not
like,
ever be lifting up your children or heavy things again if you don't want this to happen again.
Yeah, he's trying to get her back to work, yeah.
I'm over here like, huh? Like, immediately I was like, first of all, like, who the heck do you think you are telling me I'm never gonna lift my kids again, bro? Like,
I think maybe they heard something else, but she's a doctor, and she's like, you might want to consider like this is part of your reality.
Go away. I'm not listening to anything you have to say.
And also,
anymore.
ChatGPT and just
ChatGPT told me something different. Great, that's so good, dude. I'm happy for the ChatGPT knowledge.
Looking stuff up on Google, it was like saying, like ease back into it after this certain amount of time. So that was like just another.
And like before anyone's like, well, that doctor was probably like thinking Paul was like, well, she's got to carry our babies around and take care of them. Like, no, Paul was being very gentle and was like, what are you, like, what's the time frame here? Like, he was asking questions for me because I freaking couldn't talk because they had just given me, like, fentanyl. So, yeah, it was not like a weird husband who wants...
I know that she wants to hold her baby.
Yeah, my 10-month-old baby. Oh, my...
I love that she's going to bat for him because it sounds like they're pre-defensive about it. So Paul's taking care of the kids? I hope so. Being ableist to your wife already? I mean, she might have this problem forever, it sounds like. I don't know. Maybe there's reparative surgery you could get. I have no clue.
Stays in the hospital, stays overnight, is in the hallway bed the whole time. We're not here to like bash the healthcare stuff.
I am. Freaking fix it, University of Kentucky. Fix it.
Yeah, fix it. All right, well, what's going to fix it is a socialized healthcare situation. Your capitalist system is simply not efficient enough. So when you voted for Trump...
So then, as just further the hours went on, they came and said, all right, so Morgan, like...
They did an MRI.
It did an MRI, CAT scan, and they said it's very rare for someone of your health, your age, to just suddenly have it without there being something like kind of crazy.
Like a car wreck.
Crazy that happened. It's very rare that you'd have this artery dissection.
Yeah.
And one of the doctors said, I feel like this could be a hereditary syndrome called
VEDS, vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Oof.
Which causes, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Well, it makes your body, and I mean, we could Google it right
your
now.
veins, your vascular system is weaker. Then us catching this right now is really great because it could prevent you from having like organs just rupture for no reason.
Well, that'd be
down the
bad.
road.
One of the biggest concerns, and still is, but especially early on, was that she would have a stroke, or maybe she had already had a stroke.
Yeah. So basically, for the next 6 weeks, I have to have a live-in nanny because I can't, get Judah out of the crib.
A live-in nanny. What's he doing? Is he busy? I know my wife has a condition that means she can have a stroke from exerting herself physically, so I'm going to go play pickleball while she raises the kid. That's right.
Can't put him in his high chair. Can't leave the house because I can't put Luca or Judah in the car seats. Yeah, I mean, if Paul is working, then I have to have help. And we have to keep living our lives, Paul's got to make money. We still got to keep doing things, keep grinding. So, family.
Ooh, keep grinding. Yeah, man, capitalism does be sucking. Just hear me out. What if instead of being hyper-capitalist, right-wing Christian nationalists, we decommodify survival necessities so that everyone has less pressure on them and you only have to spend money on things that you like or want? I think it would help everybody.
I still am hoping that this was a freak accident.
Yeah.
And
So in July.
her body will heal, and that'll be that. I know the doctor said he felt fairly confident that she has this syndrome, which, if that's the case, that's going to be something more significant that we'll have to be monitoring and treating for the rest of her life. Yeah, that's something that I'm really just like, Lord.
Think of the shareholders. You're right. If the Council of Death can't oversee who gets health care, then
Have your way, but please let her be.
she's going to need mobility aids, like in the long run,
And we'll know.
to hold herself up without having like ruptures and shit.
Yeah, in July I have an appointment with rheumatology to do the testing for all that. All in all,
You mentioned that the family's been.
yeah, the Lord has just really, really provided.
The Lord has just really, really provided. And you're going to mention, instead of the Lord, all the people doing materially helpful things for you. Like actually the people doing it. The Lord has provided me with eds. Fuck.
We didn't even have to think about like what the next 6 weeks were gonna look like. Like everyone just kind of stepped up and was like, well, I'll be here for a week. I'll come each day this day, and I'll text this person to make sure they can come cover that day. And like, it's just been crazy thus far. Like crazy good and a blessing and really sweet, and just seeing community around us come together to pour into us. And
What'd you say? Community? Whoa. That sounds like communism to me. I don't know. Now imagine if we had that approach toward healthcare. Community takes care of each other because it's more efficient to collectivize. It can just be a dollars and cents thing to you. You don't even have to think about the morality of the damn thing. You just be like, yeah, it would be cheaper. Obviously. To not have profit incentive on every damn thing, to not be nickel and dimed every time you go in there, to have a private room. Having a vertebral dissection is such a blessing, yeah.
like I can function throughout the day back from the hospital and stuff, and like I haven't needed like the really heavy pain meds, but I can go about like 15 minutes before I'm like, I gotta like lay down and rest my head. It's
Bro, that sounds fucking awful.
so heavy. So yeah, but people were asking me on Instagram like, do you have peace, like are you okay, like this has to be so overwhelming, and I don't know, it's gotta be the Lord, because I really haven't felt overwhelmed, and I'm sure like I'll have moments, and I have had one moment.
Gotta be the Lord.
Where I shared on Instagram, just kind of, I was crying, and just the sadness of like not being able to carry my babies around. Like, I have just this peace from the Lord that surpasses all understanding. I'm not really too concerned right now about like what my diagnosis might or might not be.
Could be the fentanyl. It's not the drugs. I can't believe I just care less when I'm high all day, ma'am. That's the opiates. Yeah.
I think what I'm most like sad about is just like this routine that I just got into. I spent a whole month of like waking up early and baking fresh bread, and now it's all just meant to. So, slowly but surely, I'll get back into that stuff.
You will. You will. And it's, you know.
You will. You will. You better believe it. Oh, you will. It's how my wife is going to act.
It's times like these when you have to decide, do I believe what Jesus said? Do I believe what the Bible says? And it's cool. You know, the testing of your faith develops perseverance. You going through this, you will have greater perseverance than you did before. And I think I was reading in the Word maybe before you went to the ER, right before, or I was just quoting like the passage in Romans, and we know that in all things he works for the good of those who love him.
Yeah.
And then like suddenly you're in this situation, and it's like, but in the midst of this crappiness and pain that you're going through, excruciating pain, and now the unknown of the diagnosis and stuff, we can believe that God's still working good things.
Yeah, I guess you can. So if she dies from this, that's a good thing for you. So you see how like it robs you of your humanity if you entertain these stupid ideas? It's not good. Your wife might die. You don't spin this to be like, well, actually, this is a good thing.
For you and for our family.
Yeah.
We can choose to believe it, or we can doubt him and emotionally crumble.
Emotionally crumble? There's a third option. We don't have to you can feel your emotions. It's fine to cry and be overwhelmed in the moment and like, you know, get it out, talk about it. There's a third option though. You don't have to just crumble. You don't have to believe in God or crumble. What do you like? It's crazy how much I keep using this word outsource, but it just seems appropriate. Like they keep outsourcing different aspects of their emotional well-being to nothing. They think God is taking care of it, but instead they're just not addressing it with themselves. Like, what the fuck, man? You gotta take care of her. Oh, man, it makes me feel bad. 3 days before they went and did that. I just feel like being Christians robs you of a lot, and they don't even realize it. Like, they're like, you know, they've been so brainwashed into thinking it's such a virtuous path to take with your life. I just always feel a mixture of, like, pity and revulsion. She does look high a lot, but she was definitely on the painkillers this time. Yeah. I mean, I have chronic pain, too. It does suck, but I don't think I have anything, nothing right now is that life-threatening. At least they're not faith healers. It could get worse. Can lead a horse to water, I guess. This wouldn't be the first time doctors watch people not listen to their orders. Yeah, I thought she had the friends taking care of shit, too. Yeah, I don't know. They did go to their neighbor first rather than a doctor, though. In America, it makes a lot of sense. It's cheaper. He does rely on ChatGPT, though. That's true. It is pretty awful.